Alright guys, okay, well it's a late evening, and I know I wanted to put out a start now series video every day, but I just couldn't do it. I had to skip a day or two because I just had so much that I had to do. So, but here's the second one. Now the first one was all about preparing your soil and getting your soil ready, things that you could, ways you can get soil and build your soil. The next thing would be like your seeds and your plants. So you definitely want to, you know, like if you got to purchase your seeds, there's places you can buy, you know, organic seeds. Baker Creek is one of them, but you can also go to your Home Depot. Home Depot sells organic seeds. Not all the seeds, but you got to look at it. It's going to say it on the thing, organic. And then you could go to farmers markets to maybe buy the plants already. So buy your starter plants that already have been germinated and have grown, and they could be anywhere from, you know, 6 inches to 12 inches big. Starter plants for you. So and that's what I really recommend that you do your first time. Just go buy, maybe it's first more than your first time, you know, for a while, buy your starter plants and get them in the ground. That way you'll have success, because when you plant your seeds, I mean, it takes from the time you plant a seed till the time it goes into your garden is could be 2 months. You know what I mean? 2 to 3 months. And that's why you got to be able to start your seeds before the season gets here. Okay, so and if you don't have the means to do that, then you don't want to be starting your season off by planting seeds. You don't do it. So just go to your farmer markets. Go to your farmer markets is the place you go to buy organic organic plants. Or you look on Craigslist. You might have somebody in your area. Like, I sell organic plants, and I put an ad in Marketplace on Facebook and in Craigslist, and I sell organic plants. I grow them from organic seeds, and I use organic soil, everything organic that I do to raise the plants and get them to a size where you can buy them and plant them in your garden, you know. So and every one that you plant doesn't make it, you know. So so that's what I'm saying. You know, getting started, the best thing to probably do is just find a source to buy your plants already started. Start off like that so that you can have some success. You got to have some success so that you'll keep on doing this. You know, a lot of times when I hear from a lot of people, oh, I don't have a green thumb, or I tried it and I failed, and I tried that and it didn't work, or whatever. You know how many times I've tried stuff and it didn't work? I mean, if I went by that in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, because I would have stopped a long time ago. But no, I kept on pushing through, and I kept on pushing through. Like I said, this year I didn't get. This is my cucumber plants. Look, look at them. I mean, that's hideous. But this is what happened to me this year. What happened? I have no clue what happened. The seeds could have been old. That's what I'm thinking it is. It was some seeds from, actually, they made it through Ida. And maybe, you know, they got wet and or something, you know what I mean? And so anyway, I should have purchased some new fresh seeds, cucumber seeds, but I never did. So I never did. This year, I never had cucumbers. Never. I didn't have it. It didn't happen. So, and that's going to happen to you. And that's why I'm saying this. That kind of stuff's going to happen. That's part of homesteading. That's part of having a garden and growing your own stuff. It's part of it, you guys. Failure is part of it. It's a major part of it, because we learn from our failures. They're not really failures, guys. They're just stepping stones to success, really. So the Start Now series, number 2 is your seeds and your plants. And I recommend you start off with plants if you never grew any before. Now, if you're going to start things by seed, which is not impossible and you can do it, okay, you need to set yourself up something possibly in your house, okay, in your house. You want to start your seeds in your house, okay, until you really get it going and know what you're doing. I mean, do a greenhouse. Okay, all right, in a greenhouse, I can start my my plants for the spring, and really it's hard to do, because before that, I mean, because you're supposed to plant, at least 6 weeks before, like you plant your seeds, you start germinating your seeds 6 weeks before your last frost date. Now, what's hard about that is that when you're doing it outdoors, like in a greenhouse, you could still be getting some freezing temperatures, and the seeds might need to be at least 70 degree temperature, the soil to be 70 degrees. So you're gonna have to purchase like mats to put your trays on to keep it warm. Now, that's my next step. I've never done that before, but that's what I know I need to do, and I'm going to be purchasing some mats so that I can plant for the it'll be after the fall, 6 weeks before spring. I can start germinating seeds, but I have to have the mats, because I tried it this year and couldn't do it because it was just too cold, and so I didn't wind up getting my seeds germinated till late. But also I had a rat around here that's a vegetarian rat that I've been having trouble with, that was actually going in there and digging up my seeds and eating them. So, and that was pushing me back. That made it harder, and I should have just did it all inside. And so I recommend that you start, if you're going to start by seeds, get it inside. Start inside before you get a greenhouse and start purchasing everything you need for that. But I am actually going to set up indoors, and I'm going to get that ready too. So I'm going to be planting seeds inside, and I'm going to be doing it in the greenhouse to get a bunch of plants going, because I want to join the farmers markets. That's a local farmers market we got going on. It started up at the Tractor Supply. It has nothing to do with Tractor Supply, but they're allowing us to use the parking lot, and it's free. It's free vending. Just come bring our stuff, get set up, and this is incredible what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's it. I wonder that this must be. I know what it is. Okay, all right. So, that's your next step. So that's what you need to start prepping for and get ready for. So after your soil comes your plants. Now, it's too late right now to be planting anything. It's too hot. Okay. Now, unless you're in some area where your temperature, for summer, might max out at 70 degrees or something, you could probably start seeds in a greenhouse. Okay, but for my zone 9, I can really just speak for that, because that's what I know of the best, because that's what I experience. Okay, that so after this summer, 6 weeks before the end, actually 6 weeks before fall, I need to start my plants. Now, the problem is going to be, for me, it's going to be too hot. Okay, so I am going to have something set up in my house where I can get plants started, okay, while it's still summer, so that way when the fall hits, the first week of fall, I'm already have my plants ready, man, ready to be put in the ground. And then when I go to the farmer's market, I'll have the plants to sell to people. They can start with their plants right in the beginning of the fall. You understand? And that's all your brassicas, you know, your greens, all that kind of stuff. And there's even some winter squash that you can grow. And there's a few things that you can grow. Your spinach, your lettuces, bok choy. You know, just all kind of things like that that you're going to grow for the winter. So if you haven't started a garden yet, and now you're looking for a place to get your horse manure to build you up a raised bed, okay, and you're going to do the seeds, okay. Set up a thing inside your house to get your seeds. Plant them indoors. That way you can regulate the temperature. It's not going to be too hot, not going to be too cold. You can give it the right kind of temperature that it needs, and you can start your seeds inside. So you're going to need some kind of tray that doesn't have holes in it, and a cell tray to start your seeds in, because you're going to be inside, and you don't want water dripping out of your starter sheets, your cells. So you need to have the type of cells that have a hole in the bottom, which all the cells come that way. But the tray that it sits in needs to be a tray that doesn't have holes, that holds water, so that you're not getting water all over your house, okay, or whatever room you do it in. So like for instance, here's an example here. Now this stuff here, this is just stuff I got sitting here because I have a hard time. I need to get rid of this, and it's just a hard time doing it. But this is a tray with 72 things, and you can start 72 seeds, okay? Right here. Now this sits in a tray, see that tray? And what you would do, you would put water, so all you would do is lift this up and add water in that tray, and that's going to wick the water up into the cells. The cells, it'll automatically soak the water up into the cells, okay? All right? And then you'll see how you see some roots hanging out, because that's when they start germinating and growing, the roots start going for the water. So this is what you need. You can get it on, I got all this on Amazon, so go look on Amazon and get you your sheets. I forgot the size of them, 10 by 20, I think it is. And this is 72, you can get it. I have some that are, where are they? I don't know if I can get to them. I do have some sheets that are, they're bigger. They're like, see how you got, it's the size of 4 of these. Actually, it's the size of 6 of them. Because it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think it's 12 things that are bigger, where you don't have to actually take this out and transplant it, you know. Now, if you're going to be going to a market like I'm going to be doing, you want to get something like this to do them in, and you can put these in, set them in these trays. It's got holes on the bottom. And you can grow them in that. That way you don't ever have to transplant them. You can sell them. You can store them in this, grow it out, keep them watered, and you also fertilize them at one point. You're going to use fish emulsion, and I'll get into that with you when about all that. But for right now, guys, your next step is to start thinking about what you're going to be planting. Okay. So for you, if you never started a garden, you don't have a garden now, and even if you have one now, you got to consider the winter coming up, your winter garden, okay, your fall and your winter garden. So So you should already like be preparing for all that now. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of talking about some of this, because I'm starting to prepare for it now. So I'm getting things ready, getting seeds purchased, getting my trays together and all that, and fixing to clean all that out and get everything ready, because in September I'm going to be or at the end of August next month I need to start my seeds. Okay, it's coming up already. Okay, because for you to have your seeds ready for the season, you have to plant them at least 6 to 8 weeks before your season starts. Okay, so our fall starts in late September, so 6 weeks you're into the middle of August when you have to start your seeds. You get it? Okay. All right, so that's why if you're not experienced at it, get some experience by starting small, but go buy your plants already started. So they're already started for you. You don't have to worry about getting them started. You don't have to worry about germinating seeds and getting them to grow, because it's not the easiest thing to do sometimes. Okay, sometimes they take off, grow great. Sometimes you're struggling trying to get something to grow. Okay, so seeds and plants, that's the next step. Okay, make sure it's all organic. Okay, and all right, so that's number 2 in the SHTF Start Now series, you guys. Is plants and your seeds, and what you eventually, the goal that you want to get to is that you want to germinate your own seeds, and then the next goal that you want to get to is that you want to start learning to save seeds out of your plants, so that you have seeds for the next year. You need to start that, because let me tell you something, with everything that's going on, there's going to be a shortage in seeds. Nobody's hardly talking about that. There's shortage in this and that, but look, there's going to be a shortage in seeds. There's going to be shortages in everything that exists for us. Okay, it's going to happen with the seeds too. So we want to make a goal to learn how to save seeds. Okay, but for right now, you could go to order some seeds. Go online. There's several places. There's a Sprout House, Baker Creek. There's a couple of them. Once you make the purchase, or you get online and you start looking, well, the algorithms are going to kick in, and you're going to start getting other companies. You're going to be popping up on your wall, going to be coming to you on your email, all that kind of stuff. Other companies, and then you can check them all out and check your pricing. So, but get hooked up with 1 or 2 or 3. You're going to probably, sometimes I have to buy from several of them because they start running out. Because a lot of your organic seed companies are small. They're family owned, they're small. But what's growing is that people are buying more and more seeds now. So you need to learn to eventually collect your own seeds. And that's where I'm at in my journey with all of this, you guys, is that I'm starting it. I'm starting it slow. I've collected bok choy seeds. I got a bunch of them, and that's all really I have right now. I'm fixing to do the basil seeds and all my peppers. I have some Brazilian starfish peppers seeds inside that I got from some of my peppers, and I have some peppers inside drying out, and I'm going to do it from all my pepper plants out here. My bananas, my jalapenos, my cayenne, my bell peppers, my Greek pepperana, I forgot the name of it, but this is them right here. And I was wondering what they are, and they're different looking, but that's what it is. I've never had this before. It's my first year growing them. Now that color there, I thought they were supposed to be yellow, but apparently this is the color of them. And peppers, you can do them at any stage, guys. Green, yellow, red, orange, whatever color, you can do peppers when they're green, really. And this looks like a bell pepper starting right here. Look at that. So I'm going to be collecting seeds off my pepper plants. Okay? All right, guys. Hope that helped you out. This is part 2 of this SHTF Start Now series. Okay, get started. All right, guys, y'all be blessed. Okay, and I'll see you on the next Start Now series video. All right, bye.